knows where the seeds are sown. Fingers tapping on a Ouija board. Broken silence like a shattered chord. Eerie hums in the dead of night. Is it truth?
I was just
I'm still in there.
yeah in the mood
I love
for the music. Oh my god! Oh
it.
my god! Oh,
How are you? Have you melted?
almost. I don't want to be dramatic, but I'm melting. Had to do
Yeah,
it.
it's
Had to
bad.
do it.
It's nice
Oh
weather outside, but damn.
no, it's not nice outside. It's hot, 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 hot.
It is now.
Yeah, still rising the temperature over
Oh yeah.
here.
My
And you
water
are
dripping.
in the coastal area. Yeah,
Yep.
and I'm inland, so it's steaming hot. My hot tub is jealous. That hot.
That's pretty hot. That is pretty
Yeah.
hot. All right. Well, we're
Yeah.
back. To everybody who's watching tonight, is going to be a pre-recording, so we will be answering questions in chat. But I think Irene, I don't know if she's going to be online, but we'll see.
Maybe
Maybe.
it's a 7 hour difference, so
Exactly.
we shall see the
We
surprise.
shall see. But talking about her, we do
Yes.
have this amazing woman in our midst,
Yeah.
and we're going to ask a couple of questions, and we'll see how the chat will go because this is going to be, I know,
Yeah,
already amazing.
she does so much. She's
Yeah.
making jewelry. Oh my god, I hate that word. And she has her own podcast, Simply Spooky Japan, and as a paranormal investigator and a healer, and she has so much knowledge, and all the
Yes,
way
she does.
from Japan.
We have Irene.
Yeah.
Hello, sweetie.
Hi, dear.
How was the introduction? Did we do good? Oh, we did good. We did good.
I was laughing because
She's. There's going to be a lot of laughing.
Yeah, probably.
oh gosh, don't get me going, okay? Because everyone's gonna start laughing, okay? It's gonna be
Uh, hey, that's fine. That's fine. The more the
Mm,
merrier. More
okay.
Yeah,
fun.
yeah,
It's perfect.
I'm also very straight too, so there's both sides of me.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Totally fine. Totally fine.
yeah.
But you mentioned us. You have a lot of groups you run on Facebook. Could you tell us a bit about yourself, what you do normally during the day?
Uh, okay, I'm part co-host of Spooky Japan podcast. Um, I'm a s- psychic medium. Um, I don't read people. Only if I see something that I feel that needs to be discussed, like if they're not feeling good, or if they're gonna feel good, or if they have a medical problem that needs addressed. Um, I talk to the dead people. So yeah, if there's a person who had a relative passed away, I could sit in my room here and I bring them in through this side of my ceiling, and I call them, and we have a kind of like a three-way conversation. And if there's any last words they want to say, or if there's anything that bothers them, or if they want answers, I let them ask the questions. So, and I don't have to repeat the question. I just say, okay, you tell them because they can hear. So I let them talk, and then I relay the answers through my voice. Sometimes my voice comes out different, which means that they're talking through me, and I let them talk about the things that they're upset about or things that they're sorry for, and bring closure to the people. That's
Yeah.
what I do. And sometimes I see things that I don't like children being murdered. Um, I help people with that area. there's stuff that I really don't like, but I do. And I help cross over children and adults and people who need my help. I do that.
Yeah.
And I also help the dying so that they don't have to linger like that and just in limbo. So they can go to heaven a little bit faster than they want, than we would think they should. But they don't deserve to be laying in bed not eating, just living off an IV. I don't
Mm-mm.
believe that. So I think that it's okay. You can go. And I used to ask a family member, please tell your mother that it's okay. You'll be okay. I just want you to be in peace. And that does happen. So it happens about a day later. And we're good. We're good. And
Yeah.
they come to me and say thank you, and then they go. So
That is beautiful.
it's a heartwarming experience. But I also see babies who are hooked up in IV and ICU in an incubator, and the babies come and tell me, they said, I don't want to do this. I don't want to have my, I don't want to be opened up. I don't want this anymore. I said, I'm sorry. I would love to tell your parents that, but you know how hard that is for me to help you and tell you that. But if you can't handle it, if you don't want to do this, it's okay. You have all the permission in the world to go and be in peace. And they
Hmm.
do die.
Mm-hmm.
And then the parents say, "Oh my God, my baby died." And I said, "Yeah, yeah, but I can't tell you that. That's one of
No.
my rules. I can't." So I have a lot of on my shoulders.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Do you have somebody to share it with?
No, I don't, because it's
Yeah.
rule number one: do not talk about certain things that shouldn't be talked about.
Yeah.
It's
But
the biggest rule.
it must be a very hard burden to bear then
It
sometimes.
is, and I know people, and I know adults and their sisters were murdered, and I can't tell who did it because I know who did it. And if I did tell you, it's going to be a big, huge fight, and I'm not going to tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
So it's
understandably.
it's really hard sometimes, and
Yeah.
sometimes I wish I didn't have this thing, and I wish I was just like a normal person, living their life. But I guess it's something that was given to me, and I have to bear it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it sucks sometimes. But it is something beautiful, even though it's a burden sometimes.
Just,
It could be
I
very
just,
beautiful.
I just don't.
Oh.
Yeah, I sit there and I'm in tears by myself. My husband said, "What's the matter?" I said, "Can't tell you.
Yeah, that sucks.
I
Yeah.
can't."
That definitely sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes I talk to my children because they understand, but then they say, "You can't tell anybody." And
Yeah.
most of my work is done in the States. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but is that do you go to the States to do this, or
I
is
don't
it
have
just
to. It's like this.
it's the energy line?
Remotely. Yeah.
It's like they talk to me through FaceTime or through a podcast like this.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't have to be there. I can see it without being
Yeah.
there. If you're
that is
good,
cool.
you don't need to be there.
Exactly. Yeah, I have somebody downstairs who has the same thing.
Yeah,
She doesn't have to go
yeah,
anywhere. She can do it.
yeah, yeah. You just know it. You just know it.
True.
You know your work and you know how to do it. You know how to get there. One
Exactly.
of my friends says,
Oh,
I got something in my house. I said, okay, just a second. And she said, I saw you walking through my house. I said, yeah, I'm sitting right here. Walked through her house. I got rid
that
of
is
I got rid of her. I got rid of whatever was there. I think it was a incubus. I got rid of the incubus, and yeah, she was
Yeah.
in tears. Yeah.
yeah. I my wife, she does the same thing, and that
Yeah.
sometimes it scares the hell out of me.
Ooh, yeah. You don't know what the heck we
Yeah, it
go through.
does. Because I want to know how you do it, and it's you can't explain it. It's just you do it because you know you
No.
can, and you
It's
do
so
the right
hard.
thing.
The
It's
way
really
I
hard
do
to
it,
explain.
I do this, right? And I close my eyes. I control my breathing, and I can go there. Oh, Jane, I'm in your house now. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, just get rid of that. See, once I
You
get
have
into it,
permission. You have permission.
sometimes I just go. I go.
Yeah.
If I see something, oh yeah, there is a spirit in here, Shane. Okay, we won't go there.
It's a good possibility. I have a
Yeah,
couple of them.
yeah, I know. They're right there, behind you.
It's all friendly, so it's all friendly fires.
Just be careful. You create your own. Um, this is your space.
Oh
Remember,
yes, I do.
and without permission, they're not allowed to enter your space.
True.
Right.
Yeah, I'll make sure I'll watch that. Definitely. I usually do.
Usually.
Yeah, not all the time. Usually, I tend to
We
forget
got to
sometimes.
we need to talk. I need to talk to you. Mary, you're cool. You're cool.
Oh, yeah, I'm very strict. Downstairs, they have permission to enter my home. Upstairs is mine, no permitted. And if they are upstairs, I chase them away. Like it's my space. I need my rest. I need my energy.
Mhm.
Piss off.
Try doing that when you're taking a bath, okay? I'm sitting there, tub, and go, what do you want? I go, because they're attracted to water, right? Water attracts
Yeah,
spirits, right?
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
Nah, take a number.
yeah.
Take a number.
I
Sometimes
think your wife
I
knows that
don't
one.
feel
I
like
think your wife
it.
knows that one. You think your wife
Yeah,
knows that
Oh
one,
yeah.
Shane?
Oh yes, she does
yeah.
definitely. She does.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question because you are a paranormal investigator, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you go on investigations? Because I actually kind of know the answer, but for people who don't know,
Yes and no, because I'm the only one here. Um, besides my husband, he got freaked out. I'd drag him. But yeah, I mean, there's one place I want to go to where 700 samurai warriors unalive themselves. I want to go to that cave. But with my husband, he won't be able to watch my butt. So I'm waiting for my friend to get here so we can go together. Then I'll drag my husband.
yeah, because you do have some. You need somebody who can watch your back in that case.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
he's not strong enough. He got attacked by ants in a tree, and I said, and he had all my crystals and everything else. I said, "You're not useful." I thought, what the heck? You got all my crystals and you got attacked. Yeah, this is not good. This is uncool. I thought.
Poor
uh,
husband.
yeah, it
he
is.
got
Are there many haunted locations in Japan?
lots of locations. You don't have to go far. In fact, I can just go out my front door and walk across the street, and there's one there.
Okay.
That is cool.
Um, you have to watch out when you buy a property because the property is old. There are no vital records. There is nothing to tell you about what happened to the history. So you got to find out from elders, or you have to find
Yeah.
out from yourself, or you have to find out being a medium and just going places and finding out if the property is safe enough to rent an apartment or to buy a house.
Hmm.
Okay.
It's really bad, especially where I live in Tokyo. It's it's the hottest spots for paranormal.
I heard about that. Yes.
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah, and I mean, you could be living in an apartment or expensive condo or expensive apartment where you see a samurai warrior with this part up, walking through walls in the middle of the night, and you say, yeah, not cool. And then you're paying over $1,000 for rent. You kidding, right? Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Yeah. Why do you think it is that you have more paranormal activity if it comes to seeing actual spirits than other parts of the world?
I think the history you have a lot of. Let's see. You know the way England is, and the dark stuff and the good stuff, the bad stuff gets mixed together. Well, Japan is the same way.
Hmm.
You had a lot of feudal fights. You have a lot of temples built because they were feudal, because there were a lot of unrested spirits running around. Yeah, that's why.
Hmm. And
And
it has nothing to do with offerings she make.
yeah, I'm not gonna offer myself. No thanks.
No, no, no. As in, you know exactly what I mean. Why am I actually saying? Why am I doing this? Why are you doing this to me, Irene? Why are you doing this to me? She's laughing her ass off
I'm
like
testing
that.
you, see what how far you can go. You see, I got my head.
I already like you. You can come back again.
I'm teasing you. um, Offerings of food, yeah. We're the only country that you offer food to the dead. That you celebrate the Day of the Dead. Yeah, it's apparently it's on my birthday.
Oh God, that's your luck.
Yeah, well, yeah, whatever. Yeah, don't ask, right? Yeah, it's one of those events that I, I make. I feed the dead on my birthday. Okay, yeah.
Celebration.
Yeah, haunted, really haunted. It's one of the worst months.
It's always a
July,
party.
oh, July. For us, it's the 16th and longer in July. And in the country, real areas, it's 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th of August. And that's when all the spirits come, come to the home to celebrate and to have something to eat because they're hungry and to drink. You're supposed to feed the spirits, give them something to drink, and go bye bye, shoo shoo. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And what drinks do you offer?
Sticky
Sake?
rice, yes, and sticky rice and sweet beans in the center. That's what we offer them. It's just we always use sticky rice. It's just a short rice that looks like pellets. So it takes a couple hours to soak in water before you steam it, and you
Yeah.
pound it, and you make an offering with them. They feed them that, and you're supposed to clean the graves at midnight. No, like heck, I am. No,
It takes forever.
no,
Yeah.
nope, not me. You can go. I won't. Yeah, I'm not a chicken, but yeah, that's okay. That's kind of scary, right?
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
imagine they are all bothering you. If they know you can see them and hear them, they gather around you and
Yeah.
just talking, 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 talking.
When I went to this particular the atomic bomb site, they pegged me before I even looked. I said, "Oh shoot, dang!" It went like that.
That must have been scary.
No, they just see you. Aha! I got you. I know you can see me. I go. No, I don't. I'm doing
I do
this.
not see you.
Nope. We see nothing. We hear nothing. We see nothing. Yeah. We speak nothing. Yeah. That's like the three monkeys. Yeah. No, they've got you pegged. But you see, the thing is that they already know that you can see them, right?
Yeah,
So it's kind of hard not to ignore them, but you have to. You have to.
Yeah.
yeah,
Because,
I think if you don't ignore them, they will probably keep bothering you.
yeah. And they know exactly, if you have a sore leg, they know exactly what hurts you. And they'll keep on
poking. Yeah.
unless you can't until you can't walk anymore,
Yeah.
No, or you start talking to them.
or you get sick, physically
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
That can
It's
happen too.
also yeah. They can do a lot of
Um,
nasty stuff.
but you see, that's the ones here. The other ones that I've seen, like Native American spirits, I work with them too. They don't do that. Some of them are really jealous. You have to watch out. Some of them
Yeah.
were murdered in Japan. You have to really watch out for them. Samurai warriors, yeah, you have to really watch out for them. I mean, yeah, and some of them are very dangerous in this country. So you just have to be extremely vigilant of what you're doing, where you're walking, and how you look at them, and how you talk to them,
Yeah.
because they can be kind of scary, right? They'll take your life the way that their life was taken too.
That's nasty.
hmm So that's why I don't do a lot of work in this country because of that one reason. I will help a person overseas. I will help a person in the United States. I will help a person anywhere else, right?
Mhm.
Because it's a lot easier and I know what I'm dealing with. But the ones here, you gotta be extremely careful. And they got a lot of dark shadow people too.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I did my reviews because of I like doing that because of the ghost videos that were supposedly
hmm
ghost videos, but most of the times weren't. But I saw a lot of. That's why I asked you. I don't know if you remember that about the yokai.
hmm
Um,
Yeah.
if they were real, like we see
They
people.
they are
If you
real.
see them over in Japan,
They are real. They belong in
yeah.
the some from the water, some from the sky, some from uh the land. There's tons of them. There are tons of them, and you have to be careful because once they come in your home, it's really hard to get rid of.
Hmm.
So you learn to keep your house clean. You learn to make sure your shoes stay at the entrance hall, that you don't bring to track the dirt in your home from outside. You make sure that you clean your plates and you put them in the dishwasher, or you put them away properly. Um, it's just certain little things that we call cleanliness. You attract them and they come in your house and they make a real big mess of your house, and they make a real big mess of your family, and then they taunt you, and yeah, they're kind of they're nasty number two, right?
Yeah.
And you just have to make sure that you don't attract them in your homes or anywhere else. And when you go outside, you make sure that you go with a proper mindset when you go outside. When you come home, you make sure your umbrella is folded up, and put in the umbrella stand. You don't open up your umbrella in the house. Certain stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
It's
I got that probably from Japan. I never open my umbrella in the house. Never.
no, 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 no.
Nope.
And when you eat your rice, make sure you don't stick your chopstick in the middle. That's what you do only for dead people, right? For funerals. So you
So they're
just
always together.
Yeah, and they're sitting in front of you, not in your rice, or you don't poke at anything. Yeah, it's
Well,
just kind of, it's like bad manners. They'll say, but
yeah,
it
it's
doesn't.
all those little things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all those little. Yeah, you always carry your mirror in your purse when you go to a funeral if you're pregnant, because if you don't, the spirits can take your child. The, yeah, from your belly, stuff like that.
Hmm.
It's just that you always carry a pocket mirror in your purse if you're female. Yeah.
I need to remember that because my wife wants to go to Japan once.
Oh, yeah. You should come and stay with me. You can stay with my house with me.
Oh, I would love to. I think my wife would too. Definitely.
You see, all my three kids are all empaths.
I got that from mommy.
My oldest son will say, "You have a thing, or you're not well, or something." So I said, "Shh." I said, "Should I tell him how long he's gonna live?" I said,
No, don't shut up. Yeah, I love
You
that.
know why I don't have friends come over, right? Yeah, he's scary.
I told you, I got it from
He's
mommy.
he's worse than me. No, he got it from my mother. He's worse than me. Oh God. Yeah, he's the only one that can whistle and have all the spirits come to the balcony outside.
Okay.
Oh, seriously? Nice.
Oh no. We don't
For
do
him, it
that.
is.
No. We don't do that. We don't do that stuff in this house. No.
That's not a good
No.
idea.
No. No. Yeah.
But
Once
if it comes to the paranormal, is it illegal to do ghost hunts in Japan?
it's not illegal, you can do whatever the heck you want to do, right? But I
I don't
don't
know.
tell anybody what I do. It's just like I'm gonna be
You keep quiet
tossing.
about it.
I'm gonna be tossing the loony bin if I tell anybody, right? And
Seriously? Is that bad?
there's only two people that know: my next door neighbor and my doctor, my neurologist. He's the only ones that I know because he's an old man. He understands what I do, right? But
Yeah.
yeah, those are the only two people that I know. Outside of my family, right? Yeah. You just don't talk about what you do, right? I don't tell anybody. Um,
But
yeah,
is it that bad in Japan about paranormal?
young people are. The older people get it. Young people think that it's kind of fake or something like that because
Mm.
if it's not in front of them, if they can't see it right here, they don't believe it, right?
Oh, right.
So they're more like an analytical, like you've gone to university, you've studied, you can read, you can do everything, you can do everything by mathematics, you know, geometry, you know, everything, right? But it has nothing. Paranormal is just totally the opposite from that, right? It's like, yeah, you can't study it. They can't study it, they can't understand it because it doesn't come from any book, right? So they don't believe it. Which is sad. Which is
It
sad.
is.
So
Definitely.
that's why a lot of paranormal investigators, I'll show you, because on TikTok, Japanese TikTok, they're all on there. Because if they come on Facebook, they could get pegged by their employers and they could get.
Yeah, that's not good.
But it's sad because paranormal is number one in this country, right? It's the most scariest. Yeah, we got so much. You can yeah, you can make a whole sandwich. Yeah, from the bread to the butter to everything. Like you can make a huge sandwich if you talk about paranormal in Japan, right?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it's just there's so much there that you don't have to go far. You don't have to spend money to go and see anything. You just it's there. Yeah, it's all over the
Yeah,
place, which is
exactly.
sad because nobody wants to do it. And there's a lot of people who are afraid because in this country we don't talk about paranormal.
Hmm.
We don't talk about things that go boo in the night because you're here, they're there. You walk this way, they're there. You don't go this way or you don't go that way. You just go straight that way. You
Yeah,
exist, and so do I. So I walk this way. You could stay there. That's how it's like.
it's fear, if I understand correctly. The fear
Yeah,
of
because they don't want.
interacting with them.
Yeah, they're afraid that you. They don't want them to mess with you. You don't want them to mess with them. That's why.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Because
And the best
if
thing
you
to do is
start messing with them, it's going to get bad most of the
get rid
times.
of them, or they get rid of them, which I think is wrong. I believe some of them is there because they can't cross over. They couldn't cross over, and I believe it's better if you can help them be at peace
Mm,
than let them lingering in limbo. Yeah, but that's me. Okay,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
but that's not how they see it. They just you don't touch it.
Yeah. thinking about something. Have you ever heard of a possessed person in Japan?
Me, I was possessed twice before I could
Okay.
hear things right. It was
Yeah.
my last. It was the last place where we lived. We lived in unalive condo. Okay, can I say the word SS? We lived in a
Sure, why not?
suicide condo. We lived in a suicide condo. Okay. Um, every 6 years I would get haunted, and last time I was possessed once, and I didn't know who in the heck I was. And I started swearing at my oldest son. My oldest son said, "Oh, we gotta fix her." So yeah. And then again, after another 6 years, I don't know, I got attacked, and then I didn't know who in the heck I was. And I told my oldest son to blank off, right? And he said, I never say that to my son. I never do that to my son. There are words I don't come out of my mouth ever. And then, yeah. And then he said, "Oh, we're in trouble." So, yeah. And I came out and I said, "What the heck?" And then all of a sudden I started hearing spirits saying, "You gotta end your life. You gotta end your life." Because the condo was 18, 18 people. The last time was the 18th person who jumped from the building, and they were telling me, "You gotta end your life." No, I don't. Yeah, that's when we finally moved to this
Yeah,
house. And yeah, that's when I learned I could hear them. I learned how to hear them. And then afterwards, if I keep on hearing, I could see them. And it just comes out like in full vision from top to bottom, to what they're wearing, to their hairstyles, the hair color, to the eyes, to the face, the features, everything comes out. Yeah, that's what happened.
that's scary.
Yeah.
That would scare me, definitely.
No, I didn't get scared,
Oh, it would
but
scare me.
Yeah.
I'm a big guy, but that scared me. That would scare me.
Yeah, you're very brave.
but you know what? Um, I learned. I had a friend. I have a friend in Scotland. He's a warlock, and he talked me through what I was going through and what I have to learn. And he said, either you you embrace it or you perish. I said, okay, I embrace it. And I opened up, and that's what saved me, I think. It saved me, and that's why I'm alive even to this day, because of that.
Yeah.
That is cool.
And yeah, and he's been my friend for a long time, and he's still my friend, and we still talk. That he's part of my he's also clairvoyant, but yeah, he taught me everything that I've learned. There's some that you learn, there's some that you can't learn, and yeah, he taught me how to be brave. And it's like I lived through hell. It's the truth.
Yeah.
And uh I'm still alive to this day.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Like, you think about what you went through, and I said, yeah. Yeah, and, I embrace certain parts of religion, but I don't embrace it all, because they tell me that you shouldn't be doing that. I said, why can't I? I'm the chosen one. Why can't I? Because
Exactly.
it's a case of blah, blah, blah. And I go, oh, yeah? Hmm. You're probably, oh, well. So that's why, you know. But,
Yeah, I think you're the kind of person that if somebody says you can't do it, you will.
Yeah.
I go, like, do this. I go, nope. I go this way.
Exactly. I love that person.
I think all of us are like that here in this paranormal field. If
Oh
somebody says
yes.
go right, we all go left, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. You can't go left. Oh, I will.
Oh,
Yeah.
you want to make a bet?
I can.
Like HELL? If I don't,
Definitely. Yeah. Definitely.
Like, yeah, I was always like that. I was always rebellious. I think when I was a kid, I was always the black sheep, and I was always different, and I always thought different. I always acted different, and I think different, and that's probably kept me from going. I don't follow everybody. Just yeah, I'm gonna do my own thing.
Yeah, exactly. But that's the way you
Mhm.
should live.
I
You have
think
to do it for
that's.
you.
I think that's what all of us are like, right, Shane and Mary? Don't you think we're all in this field, but we all don't follow. We always do our own thing and go our own way because we feel me to, something. Nah, I don't think I'll do that. I think I'll do this instead because you know it right now when you're going to that house or you're going to that location. You just know what that no, that doesn't sound right. No, I don't think so. I think I'll do it this way, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
exactly.
it saves you. It saves you. It protects you. And he says, no, no, that doesn't feel right, and you know
Mhm.
it.
Yeah. I always do my gut feeling. Always.
Yeah,
Always trust my gut
because
above
you
everything else.
you know in here that "Mm, yeah, there's something weird about that, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I have that connection with Mary and I have that connection with my wife.
Mm-hmm,
We only have to look at each other, and as soon as something's off, we look at each other, we go the other way.
yeah,
It
I've
always
I've
works.
been I've been to an investigation where I said, okay, I gotta cleanse this house, but the person who was murdered was the wife and the daughter, and I said, she told me, just a second, I will not cross over unless you do outside. I said, okay, hold on, we gotta go outside, we gotta do outside first, and then we come back in, and we can, okay, I did outside. Will you cross over this? Yes, I will. Okay.
Hey, if it works, it works.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
sometimes the plan is like, okay, you do inside and you go outside and you do outside and you make sure it's clean, okay? But sometimes it, hold on, time on, time on. We got to do this. We got to go outside first. The mother said, "No, you got to do outside first." I said, "Okay, I'll do outside, and then I'll come back in." She goes, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah." I go, "Okay."
Yep.
So it
Perfect. That's a perfect
never comes to
understanding with
plan.
the spirits.
Yeah, it never goes to plan because I had it all in my head. Okay, I'm gonna do this, right? And I said, nah, that didn't work.
Damn it.
Like,
Again.
yeah,
Yeah, I love it when that happens. I love it when it happens. I actually don't make plans anymore because it's not going to work out anyways.
yeah, but I do it in my head because I know what I'm gonna do. Because I meditate for 3 days before I do anything crazy. Okay, yeah, everything I do is crazy. Okay, I know. I meditate for 3 days, and I eat very lightly, and I get my body ready so I can do it. So it takes, and by that time, by 6 o'clock, I'm going, okay, I'm done. I need to go to bed. Good night. Yeah, it wipes me out because, yeah, especially if you're at it for 6 hours, right? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's around the same here.
Mm
When my wife and I have to cleanse something that's very heavy to cleanse,
hmm. Mm hmm.
I eat lightly, no meat, no
Mm hmm.
whatsoever.
Mm hmm.
Meditate for 3 days
Mm hmm. Mm hmm.
in between the kids. I have youngsters, so yeah,
I've
they
got
need the
older.
attention supposedly.
I've got older children, so I don't have to worry about it. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that doesn't work here. We try, but it doesn't work here. No, but and then have a good sleep, and then we start the cleansing, and afterwards we're broke for I think 3 4 days.
I don't sleep because I'm always going like
We're gonna
until it's
we're
over.
gonna ask the question again. Are you a vampire? Because now everybody
No,
can watch it. Because I'm now
I got my
recording.
pitchfork. I got my pitchfork. I got my horn. See, but I also got my broomstick. Never get a witchy mad, okay?
I won't. No, no.
I can be scary as hell.
Well, no, but if I get my witch angry, she's going to make me let me sleep on the couch. I'm doing that.
Mm-hmm. I say the same thing. Okay, you get cat food, you get crunchies, and you get the cat, and you get cat food. There's your dinner.
That'll be worse. I'll sleep on the couch then.
Yeah,
I'll take the couch.
yeah, better deal.
Hmm.
Yeah.
My kid's even scarier than I am. It's okay, don't worry. Yeah, they get mad.
I'm thinking about taking in a hotel when I'm going to Japan. You scare me.
You see, hotels can be haunted too, so you have to be careful. You're better off with my house because I can protect you. Yeah, yeah, I wouldn't stay in a hotel in Tokyo. Nope.
I'm weighing it. I'm weighing it.
I got better food too.
I'm coming to you. Hmm. I see pictures coming by on your Facebook. I'm coming to you.
Yeah.
You see
I
my food?
love Japanese food.
Oh yeah, I go. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's just
Yeah.
crazy.
I
My
made my
oh
choice.
yeah, you got your choice. Don't worry, you got choice of everything here.
Yeah.
There's
And
good food over here.
my youngest son, he works in a sushi restaurant, so he's in charge of the kitchen. He's only 17 years old,
Nice.
only in high school. Yeah, he's got
That
the
is
whole
very good.
kitchen to himself. Yeah,
Okay.
so we'll go there too.
Is he learning to be a cook as well?
He doesn't have to learn. He worked at McDonald's when he was first year high school, and then he quit, and and then he worked in the same retirement home as my oldest son did, and then he quit that. He said, "That's boring." So so now he works in a huge sushi restaurant chain, and he takes care of the whole kitchen all by himself. He's only a high school kid.
My God,
Yeah.
I
he's
know.
doing good for himself.
Yeah, yeah. They give him a huge pay hike too.
Very good.
So yeah, I think he
Very
learned it
good.
from mom. He learned it from mom because I
It has
taught
to
all my
be.
kids. I taught all my kids how to cook.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. I try with my
Yeah.
kids. They always say, like, "No, I don't feel like it."
I said,
Whatever.
okay, yeah, I'll come to your place. I said, okay, this is what we're gonna do. You peel the carrots, you peel the potatoes, and you wash them.
Yeah. Well, with my kids, I think they're too young or something. I don't know.
Well, I started when they were first grade in elementary school. That's when I started.
Yeah. Well, it's a good thing they didn't. They wasn't born in Japan because that's not gonna happen. Mm-mm. Mine are lazy. If it comes to cooking, they're lazy. They like the baking part when they gonna bake cookies or anything. They love doing that because they can eat it and it's sweet. But if it's healthy food, nah.
Oh, I make good food that's healthy.
Yeah, we make good food that's healthy as well because we also cook Japanese, we cook Italian, we cook German, we all countries we try.
Hmm.
They're assholes.
My
Comes
house,
to food, they're assholes. I love my kids,
my
but
well, my house. I make, you eat. That's it.
Yeah.
You don't eat, you go.
can I send them to you?
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe it works. You never know.
they'll be in shape, man. They go, oh, I want to go home.
Mommy.
My kids are the same way. They say, nope, you eat.
Yeah, well, it's just how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
All
Absolutely.
Oh,
Absolutely.
don't worry. We'll get there.
right, tell us about your jewelry making, because I've
Okay.
seen beautiful creations coming by.
Yeah. I've been working with a lot of pieces. I got some here that I have to, I'm selling. my sewing bag. I use jade. Jade is very cheap to buy in this country, so I use a lot of jade. Um, Jade seems to work really well. Um, Brown jade, whatever jade I have. Um, yeah, I use a lot of jade in this country. I use brown jade. I use green jade. Like, yeah, green jade here. These are all protection pieces, so they
Beautiful.
Those
all
are beautiful.
protect. Yeah, and this is sandstone in the center.
Wow.
Very cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and obsidian. I use a lot of obsidian. I use a lot of selenite. Um, I use a lot of quartz. Yeah.
It's
Wow.
very beautiful.
Yeah.
Um, I see. I liked fine art when I was in high school, so everything that I make, I see, I vision it, and then I throw it together, and I put my intentions in it, which is protection.
Hmm.
And yeah, one of my friends wore my necklaces to a haunted place. It was in a cave where these witches were, and they didn't like my necklace. It saved her from getting strangled.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is amazing. But
So
that's a good example of how you put intentions in jewelry you make
yeah,
yourself,
yeah,
Hmm.
and it
yeah,
works.
yeah, and yeah. See, this is selenite. Selenite you can't buy a lot of times. Selenite beads are very rare, so
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's why I use that. And a lot of jade here. Yeah. So yeah, I just use a lot of grounding stones. I use a lot of protection against evil. I use a lot of tiger eye and stuff like that. Stuff that I can get really cheap here, right?
hey, if you can get it cheap, you have to buy it cheap.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But making
Agree.
it takes a little bit more money to make it right. So yeah, I,
True. A lot of
I,
energy as well.
Hmm.
yeah. So by the time I finish one, it only takes me 45 minutes to make one right. But after I finish one, I'm just like,
Yeah, it's the energy you put in there. You take
Yeah.
the
yeah,
energy out of you, you put it in there.
yeah. But it works, and people are really happy, and people really like that. Man, that saved me. Oh, gee whiz, you know. Thank God I wore that. They're telling me, like,
Yeah,
yeah, it's these ones I'm selling, but the other
Hmm.
ones that I made for special for friends who I've known them for a long time, I do that too. And yeah, it's just one of my pieces that I find that they need it.
yeah. And that's
That's
the way it
very,
works.
yeah,
The
but
way it's
also
supposed to
very
work.
sweet.
Yeah, it is definitely.
Yeah.
It is very very sweet. But
Yeah.
and that's something think that's my opinion. I think Irene is one of the sweetest women I know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome, and I mean it.
Yeah. We had a
Um,
guest previous, Eric van Lam. He
mhm.
also told us, "You're the best and you're the sweetest and the kindest
Or
woman."
yeah, I have a lot of paranormal friends. Like yeah, I
Yeah.
find that you see, there's a lot of problems with paranormal nowadays. If you feel the same way as I do, everyone wants to do things by themselves. They don't think that they don't need anybody else.
Yeah.
I,
True.
as me, there's a lot of things that I can see. There's a lot of things I can't see. I will consult with my other clairvoyant friends. Hey, I might need your help. I can't see this. Can you see this for me and help me with this? Because I really need this help. And if you can help me and let me see what you're seeing, then I can understand. And they say, okay, fine. But a lot of times they won't act like, no, I'm going to do this by myself. I can't do it that way. That's why I have a
Nope.
group of friends that I consult with. And my other friend is Native American. And I asked, oh, okay, I'm going to need your help because this is Native American land. and there are spirits on that are Native American, I might need you, I have to pull you in on my investigation. I need your help with this. So I
Mhm.
consult with a lot of people. I just don't believe in doing it alone. And, I don't think you should, because there's a lot of things you do not understand, and there's a lot of stuff that I don't understand either, because I'm not familiar with Native American land. I don't know what the heck to do with it, right? I
No,
Mhm.
can
exactly.
talk to spirits, but I don't know the customs. I don't know what to do. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't know how I'm gonna. Yeah, like what the heck, right? So I think we should all work together as a family. And if there's something I don't understand, if there's a spirit from the Netherlands, I might call you up and say, "Hey, I need your help," right?
Yeah,
Like
Mhm.
exactly.
there's a spirit here that probably from the Netherlands or probably from someplace around that place in Europe, and I don't understand. Can you help me? Right? That's what I think we should all be working to. Not saying, no, this is my investigation. I own it. I said, okay, fine, it's your investigation. You own it. I
Yeah.
got
Yeah,
it. But what if there's somebody from other countries that you don't understand? You can't speak their language. What do you do, right?
Yeah.
exactly.
And that's why I never work alone. I've got
No,
everybody else. I got somebody from the United States all over the place. I got somebody from Texas all over the place. I got somebody from all over Europe. I got England. I got Australia. I got everywhere, because man, there's a lot of people that died from all over the place after the war, right? After World War II, everybody's everywhere, right?
Yeah.
exactly.
And you don't know who you have, right?
True.
And
Completely agree.
and yeah, let's work together. Let's not be alone. Let's find out if we can help the spirit first and deal with us later on.
Yeah,
They
Yeah.
come
exactly.
fir- they come first. They're first. They're number one.
Yeah,
Two is whatever the area. Three is how we feel about each other goes four, five, six down the line. It's not even considered. Like I don't give a shit. Sorry about saying
yeah.
that, but I don't. It's the way that
No,
I talk.
exactly.
Shit, okay. I want to help the spirit first. Aren't we there to help them? Not to worry about how you think or how you think about me or how I think about you. Who gives a fuck? I don't. I
Exactly,
don't.
exactly.
I
No,
Yeah.
don't.
leave the ego
And
at home.
yeah,
Yeah.
leave your feelings at home. Bring your professional to it, and let's do it together. Let's help these people. I call them people because they're, to me, they're still among the living. I think they're still alive. They were alive at one time. They just went to a different dimension. Yeah, let's help these people so they can find peace,
Yeah,
work together, and do it together. Right?
Yeah.
Of course, it's your
completely agree.
investigation. Of course, it's your investigation. I'll let you have it. I don't care. I'm not looking to take over it. I'm not looking for any brownie points. I couldn't give a rat's ass about it. Let's help these people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I don't about, right?
Hmm.
Yeah. But some are in it for the money, and some need it for their ego. And I don't think it's to the benefit of the spirits who needs help.
No, and they asked me, how much do you charge? I said, huh? I'm like, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Me? Like, these people, investigators said, your son passed away. Okay, I know that, but he needs to talk to you. And they said, how much do you charge? I go, huh? I don't charge anything. Like, why? Like, no. Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Like, I don't charge anything. I'll do this. I use my energy. Yeah, that's true. It takes a lot out of me, but yeah, I mean, I don't want to charge it. Like, how would I charge something, right?
Yeah.
exactly. True.
I don't. If I clean your house, I said, okay, you get my bill. You get my bill in your mail. Like,
Let me guess, they're still waiting for the bill.
Yeah.
I said, all right, what do you want, Irene? Get me a bag of whatever, like a bag of Cheetos. That'll be perfect. We'll call it a deal, right? Yeah.
I always say, give me a cup of coffee. I'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Well, I got coffee here. I don't need any more coffee. I just have need
Well, I'll drink the coffee up. I'll drink the coffee there.
Yeah.
it. I just
Keeps me
want something.
awake.
I can do that with just talking to you. You don't need coffee.
True. True.
I just tell you
Probably
100
very
ghost
true.
stories. I'll just tell you 100 ghost stories. Just make sure you can don't under my bed.
I'll
Okay.
never sleep again. Why aren't you sleeping? Irene told me ghost stories.
Close my closet door. Make sure there's no mirror in front of me. Yeah. Okay.
Definitely. That's something
Oh,
can be something around that. Yes.
yeah.
I ain't sleeping no more. No.
It's
Nope.
okay. That's why I got knock up pills. I got sleeping pills from my doctor. They don't work with a hoot. Yeah, just watch it. We should do. We should watch a really good haunted Japanese movie. Yeah,
Oh, I love Japanese haunted movies. I swear. I don't understand a word they're saying, but that's a good thing.
you'll never
Yeah.
sleep. You'll never sleep.
Probably no. They are the best
Well, they
experts
come
in
up.
jump
Yeah.
scares.
You know
Yes.
what? A lot of them come from what really happened. So it's almost like a documentary drama. What happened in the
Hmm,
past. So a lot of them come from a lot of truth, right?
true.
And a lot of them are really frightening. There's a lot of paranormal videos on YouTube that um I suggest you not watch, because uh you could find yourself not alive. You could find yourself dying, or they could take your spirit because they're not cleansed. The videos are not cleansed properly, or they're not cleansed at all. They're just raw.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. My son has warned me not to watch certain videos. I said, okay, I won't. And I haven't, and that's why I don't share it with my group.
No, that might be a good idea not to do.
Because there's a lot of them that are not cool.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was watching really neat paranormal. I think it was an investigation. I was watching it on my phone. I go, okay, this is good. My son came up. He came upstairs. He goes, "Mom, are you watching a paranormal investigation?" I go, "No." He goes, and I go, "Why?" He goes, "Because there's a kid that was standing in front of me, sneering at me." I go, turning it off, looking at something. Yeah. Ye- no,
Yeah, well, I do have to say, because we had a time that we would use to watch paranormal investigations by some well known names, not Zach Bagans, just saying,
no.
but YouTubers. And every time we started watching something paranormal, my daughter would wake up. Always. Like she
Hmm.
had nightmares or something would
She'd be
happen. Or,
screaming, or something was in her room, and
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And we were
It,
like, God damn it, again? And we would start watching it like it was a regular thing, and we were like, wait a second, it has to have something to do with the fact that we are watching something paranormal.
mhm,
And we switched the nights. One day we
mhm.
watched paranormal, the other we wouldn't. And as soon as we started watching something funny, nothing happened. We were like, well, god damn it, we can't watch paranormal shit in our house anymore.
I
Damn it.
know. But you know what? You could protect her by putting pink salt under her bed, giving her lavender under her pillow, and salting all the windows of the house.
That might be a
by
good idea.
and saying this house is protected. Nothing, no spirits are allowed to come in my home. No spirits are allowed to come in my daughter's room. Only the family is allowed in this house, except my wife, me, my children. Nothing else that we don't allow in my home.
Hmm.
You have to
Yeah,
do that to the windows, to the balcony, to any part in her room and in her doorway.
yeah.
It's just something to protect her. So when you do watch a video, she doesn't get hurt.
Mm.
Exactly. Yeah, my wife did the afterwards. She made some protections in our house.
Mm-hmm.
She did some rune work because she is
Mm-hmm.
more with the Norse religion.
Mm-hmm.
And since then, it is gone. So
Yeah.
let's hope it stays
It's
like that.
yeah. That's why I still watch paranormal videos.
Oh, I do.
Me too. Me too. I love them.
Hmm.
Me too. Except for the Z word. The Z word came to Japan. Did I tell you the Z word came to Japan? He asked my co-host if they can give her some um, um records of the places that are haunted in Japan. But we don't have vital records. She said, we can't help you. And it's not that we can't help her. It's that help her them. It's that yeah,
No,
we won't.
exactly.
We won't help you. But they were there. His one of the people who worked for him. I think it was a female who asked my co-host, and my co-host asked me, and she asked me for my opinion. I said, yeah, that's what I said. You heard what I said, right? Yeah.
Hmm.
Uh, even if you did pay us, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
nah, you don't get it for
yeah.
free. And even we know places, right? We know places. My coastal study, we know places, right? But we're not gonna talk. Um. Okay. I'm being nice. Okay. I'm being really nice. Okay. I said no. We're not gonna help them. No,
No.
because there are places that I know. Of course, yeah, legend, right? Because of my elders. Yeah, they told me a lot of places not to go after 9 o'clock. Yeah. There are places in the forest that you're not supposed to go because if you're a man, good luck, right?
Hmm. I'm staying here. Mm-mm.
But yeah, sometimes there are places where after World War II by the beach, this closed off after 9 o'clock, and if you go there after 9 o'clock, they will take you. You won't have a body. You won't have anything left over. Yeah, there are places like that. That I would promise my relatives I will not go. And yeah, I'm smart, right? I
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
go. Yeah, even if I, hey, that sounds really cool, but nah,
No,
not
no.
doing that.
Mm.
No,
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 exactly.
no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be smart about it, right? Even though
Good job.
curiosity kills a cat, right? When you
Oh yes,
like,
definitely.
and then I tried to find out what happened. There's nothing on Google.
You won't find it.
No.
If
But
they if they don't want you to find it, you will never find it.
don't you really want to know, even in writing, what happened?
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, damn.
Or
There,
it is that nobody lived to tell the tale.
Yeah. Possibility.
no, this was after the war, because a lot of soldiers died on the beach, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And uh, it's supposed to be really bad in this park. They made a park, which, yeah, they made a freaking park out of the area.
That's
Lord
bad.
knows why, but yeah, um, and it's supposed to be really bad. But there's nobody who wants to go there during the daytime with their equipment. I'll go during the daytime.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, why
hey,
not?
yeah, let's go, right? Yeah, we'll go during the daytime. I don't care. Like, I'll go during the daytime. And there's another place where my daughter went for a vacation, for a school vacation, 3 days and 4 days and 2 nights. 4 days and 3 nights. It's an island where a lot of during the war, a lot of American soldiers and a lot of other Japanese soldiers, they all perished, and they're still finding skulls and body parts and bones and everything else. They're bringing back to Tokyo, and then you can't go there only by boat or by helicopter. So they're bringing the helicopter. They're they're bringing the bodies back. You want to make a bet it's haunted?
Oh yeah, it definitely
It,
is.
it's on the beach, right? Yeah. So I bet you that's pretty haunted. That's a cool place to visit, right? Gotta
Yeah,
go there, right? Gotta go there, right? Hell yeah. Another place I want to go to is Okinawa. That's pretty bad. It's a really bad. It's the worst haunted place. A lot of tragic happened during the war. A
yeah,
lot of unspoken things happened there. A lot of
Yeah.
caves or there's still bones there. And I bet you there's a lot of spirits, lingering spirits there. That's another
definitely.
place. We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go.
Oh yeah, I heard
Yeah.
about that a lot. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's that's one of the worst places to visit. Even by American soldiers who are stationed there. Yeah, they know a lot of stuff that they don't want to talk about.
no,
Yeah.
exactly,
But it's
exactly.
just, there's a lot of places I want to go to. Right? Yeah, I
Hmm.
think it's really cool. But but I what I know now than what I knew then. I think I'm better at protecting myself now than I was before.
Hmm.
So you get to go. All right. Big island hopping. That'd be cool. But I ain't going by myself.
No, you need somebody to protect you as well,
Uh-uh.
for
Yeah.
if something does happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, like heck if I'm gonna go alone. Not in this country.
No, and still, there are a lot of investigators that I can see on YouTube that do enter buildings alone.
Yeah.
That I'm
Well,
like,
because they've been there
why?
before, right?
Probably, but still, the fact that the matter is still you go alone. You have nobody to protect you, or
No. If anything happens, no one knows where you are.
Yeah. What happened? What happened? Uh, I can think of 1,000 things that could go wrong. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
And you won't
that's a
come out.
bad thing.
There's a lot of people that don't come out. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And they're still missing, right? Mm-hmm. They say, "Oh,
They will
I'm
never be
good at."
found.
They say, "Oh yeah, I'm a paranormal investigator. I can go and I can do whatever I want. Nothing's gonna bother me."
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
We're smart, right, Mary?
Yeah. Pretty smart. I've haunted locations here in the area enough, but
Mm-hmm.
never visit alone. Never.
No, no, no. And you know what? Spirits don't care if it's day or night. They don't
No.
No,
give a hoot.
they don't.
They don't give a hoot if it's day or night. Yeah.
Exactly.
I the one place I went to really funny was the Hiroshima Dome. It was a commerce building that still stands as half. It's burnt over. You've seen it 1,000 times, right? That
Hmm.
place is so haunted. You wouldn't believe it. I mean,
Yeah.
I had cat balls, right? I had little cat balls. They told me put it away. I said, okay, gather my cat balls up, put it back in my bag. He said, we don't like those. Okay, so just talk. I
Yeah.
talked. We talked. And we talked and we talked and we talked. Yeah. It was one of the hardest places that I went and visited. It was difficult. It was so hard to do it. I just, yeah, I that was one of the worst places I had to visit. Would I go back and do it? Maybe, but yeah, I don't think I could do it without crying.
Isn't it dangerous for your own body with radiation and that kind of stuff? You can get sick, or isn't? it that dangerous?
Because you see, my mother, she escaped during World War II to Hiroshima
Mm-hmm.
because the bombing was so bad in Tokyo. She got sick later on, and she came down with radiation poisoning. She
Mm-hmm.
died at the age of 59. Mm, but I visited places where she lived. I visited Port City. It was difficult for me as an investigator.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there wasn't a time when I couldn't cry, but it was one of the best places that I visited because I learned a lot. It was it was good education. You never get that in any books. Um,
No,
yeah, but it was hard because I talked to a man. His name was Raymond. He came to Japan after during the war to give water and blankets and food, and he was killed in the atomic bomb, and he was pissed because his own country did that to another country where, yeah. And he said, I have no idea why they did that. I'm so angry. I'm so angry at my own country. And yeah. And he said, my children died, his wife died, everyone died.
that is sad.
And, and he was really angry about his own country. And he was a nice person. And I stood and talked to him for a good 40 minutes. But he told me how he felt. He told me how angry he was inside. And I said, well, Japan is not like that anymore. Um, there's a lot of good that came out of it. There's a lot of bad that came out of it too. But yeah, we're all trying to be friends and we're all trying to be a better person. During that time, after that time, there's another place I call it Suicide Waterfall. It's Keontaki, it's called. After the war, when MacArthur said, okay, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, a lot of people jumped in the waterfall and perished. I'll show you a picture afterwards, okay? I can share that to this group, to us. Man, I tell you, if you have never seen a haunted waterfall, that is so bad and it's so sad because the small waterfall the children jumped to and perished. The big waterfall, the adults climbed the walls and you could see them.
That's creepy
Yeah,
and sad.
but you know what? I take you. It's really cool. They don't try to grab you. They're there for their own reason, but they don't try to drag you into it. They don't. They just
They're
they're
there.
there. We're here, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, but they're not peaceful. How am I gonna put it? They're sad, but they're not jealous, and they're not gonna try to take you. But yeah, and they'll talk to you, and
that is true.
if you allow them, they will tell you about why they did it. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I took my friend there, who's also a paranormal investigator. He said, "I'm sorry that happened. We don't, we did not, we did not control Japan because Japan became a solitary country. So you don't have to worry about it. Nobody controls this country. This country's a country by itself. And if you lived, you would see what happened. You would see the country as a solitary country. And these people were starting to cry, and yeah, and then I turned around and they told me, take a picture. So I took a picture. And then I turned around again. They said, take another picture. Take that picture over there and take that picture over there. So I took three of them. Yeah, man. Uh, you'd say, you can't see anything. There's rocks and there's moss. You don't see rocks or moss. It's just pure white. And you see these faces. I go,
That is amazing.
Yeah, but it's and nobody talks about they all the kids go there in elementary school. My son said, I don't want to go there. He goes, because I know what it's all about. I said, I don't like going there. And they have a little shrine there in the carved out place of the mountain where you can walk up the stairs. They said this is for the Buddhists. This is for the Buddha that prays for all these people who have committed suicide and jumped off the waterfall. That's all there is in there. There's no notification. There's nothing there to talk about it, right? And they don't talk about what happened. They don't talk about what happened when. I learned that, but not from there.
No.
No. And they don't talk about any paranormal thing in Japan. I get crazy. No. I learned what happened afterwards.
Yeah. That's pretty
And
cool.
then they take a group photo with the kids, and you could see these old people jumping off the rocks. And they say, "Oh God, is that supposed to be a group photo?"
Yeah.
For
People do
the
weird stuff.
elementary school, my kid was going he was squinting. He was looking down like he was doing this. Like he didn't cover his face, but he was doing like this, like that, because he knows what happened behind him. Right? He could see it. Like he said, "Why do we have to take a picture here? Like I don't want to do this in front of a big, cute, beautiful waterfall. Right? It's gorgeous, right? But the history of it, my kids will be, yeah." And they said, and the teacher said, nothing happened in that bed.
Yeah, I
Yeah, but
love that.
there's a lot of places like that here, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
But it's just crazy. The shrine that I go to, um, it's really haunted. In fact, the beach was loaded with lots of samurai warriors' bodies. Like they had skulls and they had body parts, and there were beheaded parts all over the place. Yeah, they're chopped up like, yeah, from the samurai sword. They just uncovered it from all the sand from the beaches. Right, they uncovered it and they recovered all of it, and there was a whole bunch of them. It's just coming out now, right? What's happening?
Yeah.
You want to,
Yeah.
and that place is extremely haunted, right? It's everywhere where everyone goes to the beach and goes swimming.
Nope.
Hell
Really?
no.
Nope.
Why not? Oh, damn it, you chicken. That's exactly where my ancestor shrine is at, right? Because
Yeah.
there's a lot of fighting in that area.
Yeah.
It's a
I ain't
really
coming.
cool. Why
I will go to
not?
the shrine. I will not go to the beach.
I go to the beach, but not to swim.
Oh, why not? Everyone goes to that swimming in that area. That's a resort.
It is?
Yeah,
Oh, just the swimming pool, not the sea or
the
the
ocean.
ocean.
Yeah, it's a resort where everyone goes swimming.
Mary ain't
Okay.
going in the ocean.
It's
Nope.
it's 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 an hour away. Yeah, cause you see this side, the left side is the ocean, right side is the mountain.
Yeah.
Everyone goes to the left side to go swimming.
Yeah, but there are swimming sharks and
No,
snakes.
no, no. They have nets out. They have
Ah,
nets out.
yeah, but they can get holes in them. Nope.
Nah,
Nope.
nah, nah.
Nope.
They're always checking the nets. It's one of the most popular beach resorts. I've been
Yeah.
to it 1,000 times. I swam in that ocean 1,000 times already.
Okay. Okay.
You came out
Uh,
alive, then I will try.
Oh, why
yeah.
not? You don't have to worry about it.
Well, I go to Greece almost every year,
Yeah.
and they only have blue sharks and some smaller species, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Oh,
But
they got tiger
because
sharks here.
3 years ago, a juvenile white shark.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. I like my feet. I like my hands. I'm not going in. Nope.
The only
Nope.
thing that you have to worry about here is jellyfish. They're
Yeah.
Jellyfish.
nasty.
Yeah,
They
they are
come out.
deadly. Yeah.
They come out the end of July, so everyone waits to go swimming in August.
Yeah.
But yeah, because um, the temperature's changing or in the ocean, right? It's getting warmer, so the jellyfishes are being more pin in the butt, right? So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so everyone goes swimming in August, late July and August. You don't have to worry about them during that time.
Okay.
Yeah, I go swimming in the ocean all the time. My kids go fishing.
Yeah.
I like fishing.
Then you can go with my kids and go fishing.
I'll go with your kids.
After we dunk you in the ocean.
Probably, yes.
I will search
I'm a
for a
good swimmer,
swimming.
so
I will search for a swimming pool.
They don't have swimming pools around here too much.
Well, I bring one, an inflatable one.
Nah, we gotta take Shane and we gotta throw him in the ocean. He'll have fun.
that's fine. I'm a good swimmer, so no worries.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah. Mary, we don't have to worry about that. Nah. Cause we know
Yeah.
when to go. We know when to go. Like, yeah. We
Yeah.
always, we know when to go. It's safer. It's
Yeah.
safe in this country. They have proper nets. The only thing that they have is tiger sharks, but it's way out. You got to take a boat to go out there and find them. They
Okay.
Yeah.
don't. They never come to the shore because everyone's going fishing. That's why. Yeah, they don't bother you. Yeah, but yeah, this as far as yeah, paranormal, it's just loaded with it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the main reasons I want to go to Japan. My wife just loved the country.
Well, first you got to get cleansed before we go.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, the temples that we go to will get cleansed, and I'll show you a couple spots.
I would love that. I would so love that. I swear.
Just make sure you wear a diaper so you don't get scared the heck out of him, right?
Oh yes, probably.
Shane, you go first, okay?
If you see me running, run faster.
Shoot. See, Mary, he's gonna start running. What are we gonna do?
I don't know. I don't know yet. We'll see when it happens. It's never happened to me, so
There's always a first time for everything.
exactly. I'm still looking for the first time, so good opportunity. And a
Maybe you should
very
get
good video to
maybe you should
make
get contact
afterwards.
lenses just in case. Maybe you should get contact lenses just in case. 'Cause you might lose your glasses.
Yeah, I might lose my glasses, yeah, because it's very easy to move.
Oh, it's hot and humid too. I mean, you'll get swamp ass also. If you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yep.
Okay. Cause your butt would be all red and run. It's just humid and hot.
Mm-hmm.
But that's
Yeah,
the best time to go when it's
Yeah.
humid and hot.
most definitely. Yeah, most
There's
of the
a lot.
times.
Yeah. Ooh. There's a lot of Nico Shrine is one place where a lot of sword fighting happened. They made a shrine because there's a lot of soldiers, not soldiers, um, samurai soldiers who died in a sword fight on the mountain. I'll take ya, but you better be wearing your crystals and you gotta be wearing your obsidian. You have to wear anything black when you go up that hill, when you go up that mountain. Cause
Oh
I
well.
forgot mine at home. Yeah, my husband had to help me cut down the mountain because I got so sick and I
Oh,
felt like
that's
I was
fine.
being cut open And I said, oh
Mm,
God, this is terrible. I forgot my bracelet at home, and I got it. I just got it really bad. I said, and I was going oof, I was oofing, and I was going, I feel sick. Oh, I feel sick. And I said, oh, I don't feel good. I don't feel good. That's the reason why.
that's bad.
Because they came at me, and I couldn't get them out of my head. And I said, oh man. But that's one of the best places to go, because on top of the mountain, they have certain. It's a burial site where these warriors were buried, and it's one of the most coolest. It's a cool it's a tourist site, but for paranormal, it's one of the best ones.
Yeah, it sounds like a great place.
Yeah, it's a couple hours from here. So you see, you hit the shrine where it's haunted, and you go a couple hours, and you hit the waterfall, and you go a couple of hours longer, and you hit Fuji Mountain, Mount Fuji, and underneath Mount Fuji is the Suicide Forest, right? So it's all in one line, one road. Why?
We
Don't
don't know.
ask. Is it the landline that goes across that goes through
Could
there?
be.
Maybe, but it's like from here, my house is a couple hours drive. You hit that shrine, and then you go a couple hours, you hit the waterfall. The same line, couple hours, and you hit maybe 3 or 4 hours, you hit Mount Fuji, and that's haunted too, you know.
I know.
And then underneath that is the Suicide Forest, and that's haunted too, right? And you go a couple hours over the mountain, you hit Japan Seaside, and that's where they had the big earthquake, right?
Yeah.
So why is it that one straight line?
Ley lights.
Yeah, I would say the ley lines.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
That's the most reasonable.
it's just
Yeah,
on the
exactly.
way. It's on the way, and it's the same road on
Hmm.
the way, and it's you see, I only thought about that, right? I only thought of nobody else thinks about that. I thought about it. I said, wow, that's so weird. And I told my husband, he goes, that's so freaky. I go, yeah, isn't it?
Definitely is. Yeah.
Hmm.
So why is it that way? Why is everything haunted that way? Right?
Yeah.
Not this way, not that way, not that way. Yeah. Why is it just that way? It's so
Yeah.
weird. And then you take a plane, you go to my husband's island. That's another really freaky place to visit. He knows a lot of haunted places, my husband. Yeah. You got the Inunaki Forest, where
Heard about that.
they had no rules. They made their own rules, and yeah, a lot of killings and a lot of things happened. You don't talk about, right? Yeah, that place is really haunted. They have a tunnel that goes through there. They blocked off that tunnel because everyone was going there through there, right? Investigating, so they didn't want anybody doing that. I think, yeah, I think they figured out that's too dangerous. Oh yeah, right, because it's haunted, right? That's
Yeah.
why. Yeah, they got that there, and where he there's so many haunted stories from ancient times that my husband knows as a child growing up. It's just urban legends, but how much is it truth, right? Probably
Exactly.
90% truth, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's another place we should go visit. It don't yeah, it's only what, $80 by airplane to go there? Yeah.
It's not much.
Nope. So I mean there's a lot of places that he knows more about where he lived as a child growing up. That's really freaky haunted. He'll tell you.
I will. I can't wait.
So when are you coming?
I hope very soon. But the cost from the Netherlands to Japan is very expensive.
You know what? If you pay in American dollars, it's cheaper.
I must check that. I do have to check that. So that might be an option.
Yeah.
But I hope within a couple of years, definitely.
Because There's a lot of, yeah, because the prices went right down. Yeah, because the yen is cheaper now. Our money is cheap. Anyways, our money is cheaper now. We got a crappy government. Uh, not gonna go into politics. Okay, yeah, we got a crappy government. Anyways, um, going carrying on from that. Yeah, um, the yen is very low now. So if you get a strong money like the dollar, you'd be able to get a really cheap ticket in and out
I might
return.
check that out once.
Yeah, and the airport's not far away from my house too.
Cool.
In fact, yeah, the other night my friend and I we were looking outside and I was FaceTiming. She goes, "Is that a UFO?" I go, "Ooh, that looks like one, doesn't it?" She goes, "Yeah, it looks like a freaky triangle with all kinds of lights on it." I go, "Yeah," and you could hear all these military helicopters flying around. I go, "What the hell is that?" And she goes, "Yeah, I don't know what it is yet, but that was really creepy. That was really cool." So
That is cool.
you might see
That is
something like that
definitely
too, because Japan is full of UFOs. Like, yeah. It's one of the most craziest countries you've ever visited in your whole life.
definitely. All right, I am going to be a party pooper because we've been 1.5 hours already. It
Okay.
went
See,
very
I
quick.
told ya. When you start talking, you can't quit.
Yes. And now he froze.
And he froze. Okay.
Yes.
Well, you know
He's-
what? You know
yeah.
what? When I come on, sometimes all kinds of freaky stuff happens.
Yeah. But he froze in a nice way this time.
Did I?
Yeah. He
Oh,
looked
that's
really
cool.
great. Yeah. Like a picture.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I can sit still like a picture.
Yeah, you can. You can. I know you can. Yeah. That's you.
I will try again because my internet sucks again because
Yeah.
the thunderstorms are starting here. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that means that the spirits know what we're talking about. And I said, okay, leave us alone. Let us do our interview. And let's, yeah. Oh, you can talk to me afterwards. Okay, that's what I always say all the time. And I get kicked off. I get kicked off of our podcast all the time. So my co-host goes, yeah, no, 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 no. And they said, do you know you're going in? And they go, yeah, 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 we know. Okay. It always happens. I go, yeah, okay. I come back. And I said, one time I couldn't come back. I said, we better end this because I can't come back. They're bothering me. I said, okay. Yeah, that was the only time when I couldn't come back. Yeah.
that's bad.
That was freaky. That was freaky.
That
I know.
is.
Yeah.
Irene,
No.
I want to thank you
You're
for
welcome.
coming on our podcast, and
Thank
we
you for
hope to
coming,
see you back
inviting
again.
me. Thank you for inviting me. Okay. I had a really great time.
Yeah.
And thank you for all the questions. Some of them are really hard to answer. Like some, if I don't know, I'll say I don't know. Okay, yeah, because I'm honest that
Exactly.
way.
And
Yeah,
that's
I had a
most of the
lot of
people.
fun, and afterwards, I'll show you some pictures. Okay.
Oh,
Yes, I
love
would love
it.
that.
Love
I
it.
would love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send it to the group. Just be careful. Just be careful. Some of them are kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Just be careful. That's all I'm saying. Just be
We
careful.
will. We will. We will
Yeah, we are
definitely.
very careful.
Yeah, I'm always careful. That's why I don't like posting my pictures either. I don't do that.
No.
No, always be careful with like that. Trust your
Yeah,
gut instinct.
yeah. But
Yeah,
I know
it becomes
you
too well.
two are protected, so that's why I'm gonna share it with you. But I don't.
Oh, they could end up very badly. All right,
Yeah,
everybody who is watching and listening, thank you for watching and listening, and we will see you the next week. And we have a very special guest.
Yeah.
Do you want to announce it already, Mary?
Shall I? Shall I?
yeah,
You can.
yeah.
Okay. Next week we have Ed and Lorraine's grandson, Chris McKinnell.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
very
Ooh,
excited for that one as
I
well.
I know.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have a lot of fun again.
Yeah.
Um,
Absolutely.
Probably, most definitely, and like I said, we want to see you next week. And like I said, thank you again.
Stay safe.
Thank you, Irene.
Thank you, Irene.
Stay safe,
Love
definitely.
you. Bye bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye
Bye.
bye.
Thanks for watching. We hope you liked the video. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe.